Welcome to ZEP.
Thank you, Mr. President. This is...
No need for introductions. It's good to see you, Sol. Leo has briefed me on the situation. Only a few members of my inner circle have been told of your arrival. Under better circumstances, I would have liked to give you the proper royal treatment. But unfortunately, that is a luxury we cannot currently afford.
The gesture is nonetheless appreciated.
Now to business. I actually have another guest. He arrived shortly before you, and I think you may find him interesting.
What?
He's been waiting. Apparently, he has a message for you. I believe it pertains to the subject you came here to discuss. Regardless, he is no ordinary guest. And with your permission, I would like to be present for your conversation.
Of course.
Your Majesty.
Zato won? No. This is... I thought you were dead.
I was for a time. Now I have returned to the machinations of the Conclave.
Figures.
As a result, I possess information that is very valuable to them. Their objective.
Well, there you have it. Zato was revived by the Conclave and knows the details of this cradle incident. He has been waiting here so that he could relay that information to you.
Do all your men have their heads up their asses, or is it just these ones?
What?
If they knew who he was, why in the hell did they let him in?
We were, of course, aware of his identity, but decided to let him in anyway. While we're on the subject, however, I think your presence is much more questionable. We only granted an audience to the king and his servants.
That's not my problem.
Sol,
Can you prove you're not working for the Conclave?
No, I cannot. Might I point out, however, that we do not know when their plan will be complete. Perhaps your questions for me can wait?
We have confirmed that the Conclave has been researching the art of resurrection for some time. But we do not know why they chose Zato 1.
Sol, please, let's just hear them out.
I would like to avoid confusion, so allow me to be frank. The Conclave controls the cradle, which they intend to use to conquer the world. And inside of the cradle is Justice, the god of destruction.
Huh? You mean the Justice?
You don't look especially surprised. Perhaps you do not need further explanation?
No, I think we do. You can't just tell us Justice is in that thing and then stop. Is the Conclave attempting to start another crusade?
A reasonable question. Why would the Conclave, who control nearly the entire world, albeit covertly, resort to using justice for further conquest?
Exactly.
The answer is rather simple. The world they wish to create cannot exist in one that allows free thought.
I don't follow.
They intend to standardize the entire world.
They what?
Culture will be unable to advance beyond a certain point. In short, the Conclave wants to restrict all human freedom. To accomplish that, they need Justice's incredible power and omnipresence.
This is absurd. You're talking about creating a dystopia.
Before we go there, wasn't Justice utterly destroyed?
Yes, Justice was destroyed, or I suppose you could say, died. Sol Bad Guy knows that much better than any of us.
That's why they needed the art of resurrection. You just happen to be their guinea pig.
Precisely. The resurrection you are thinking of is perhaps slightly different. The true nature of resurrection is not the recreation of soul and flesh.
What?
It is the art of binding a soul to an object. As you know, I died several years ago. However, I was not the sole owner of my enchanted body. After my death, Eddie's soul inhabited my flesh. Once the Conclave discovered this, it did not take them long to determine it might be possible to bind a soul to a vessel. I was returned to life to test this theory.
So, you're suggesting the Conclave is trying to bind a new soul to Justice's body?
That is correct. That is the reason they hosted the second night of the Holy Order Selection Tournament. When you destroyed Justice's soul, you left nothing but an empty shell behind.
That's not possible.
The Conclave means to write a new chapter of human history, one that casts them as its gods.
Everyone in this room is more than familiar with what Justice is capable of, and the threat she poses. What you are suggesting is frighteningly possible.
Hold on. Even if Zato's right, how do the Valentines play into all of this? They're just trying to annihilate humanity, right?
Likely they believe Justice's revival will lead to humanity's demise. I have no way of knowing how far their plans extend, though.
No, it's still impossible.
Red alert! Damage and fires reported in West D sector.
Give me a full report.
We appear to be under attack, sir. Not from the outside. The enemy is already inside. They appear to be moving through the ship, destroying everything in their path. They've disappeared, sir.
How many are there? Where are they from?
They're alone. It's a single soldier, sir. Analyzing security footage. We have a hit. The target matches the description of the subject labeled Bedman in our database. He's moving toward the residential block. Our weapons have no effect. We can't stop him.
Oh, who the hell does he think he is?
We will assist you.
It would be a damn shame if Zep was forced to ask for a guest's help to capture a single man. Please, enjoy your tea while I deal with this matter.
What are you going to do?
Enjoy the hunt. Where's the target currently located?
The barracks in Sector C. The Special Task Force is trying to hold him back, but they don't stand a chance. How could our elite soldiers be defeated so easily?
Bedman. This must be the child Potemkin mentioned in his report. I have little doubt now that he's working with the Conclave. Is he here hoping to interrupt our meeting with the king? Too little, too late. Hmm? There you are. You've made quite a mess of my home. Tell me, where should I send the invoice for all this damage? The Conclave? Valentine, perhaps? Are you too sleepy to talk, young man? That's unfortunate. It's time for you to rise and shine. Huh? Oh, your teleportation. I read about it in the report. Very well. I shall no longer rely on my eyes. The attack you're about to witness will pulverize any living creature within 8 meters, no matter how fast they move or how well they guard themselves. I call it Agni 10!
Impossible! This is the world's first 8th generation reinforced high-density bed frame. How could you stop it with your bare hands?
I see. You can dodge a blow from my ultimate punch. No wonder Potemkin couldn't defeat you.
Gabriel!
That's quite enough. Your time's up.
Quite right, I shall take my leave.
Fool! Did you think I'd let you escape so easily? State your name and age. Who do you work for? Perhaps the most futile interrogation in all of history.
Can you hear me, Leo?
Loud and clear. If you're calling me on this line, then I assume you figured out what I was getting at.
Yes.
Then the Conclave is behind the tragedy of Babylon, after all.
Yes. There is no other way to see the facts.
All right. Tell me the details. What's wrong?
My apologies. Our intelligence on this situation has grown exponentially in a very short period. Frankly, I just feel grateful that I can finally tell someone about it.
I understand how you must feel. But right now, we need to keep this quiet. Don't let your guard down.
Actually, I think it's time we stepped into the light.
What do you mean?
I'm glad you're in Illyria, Leo. I need someone there I can trust.
I don't see where you're going with this.
I have a favor to ask you, and it is not an easy one. I need you to release someone to my authority. They may be able to help us fight the Cradle.
Well, well, I was planning to sow a little dissent out here and visit you while they were distracted, which, didn't go quite according to plan. Then again, we're talking alone now, so perhaps I've succeeded after all.
You are?
It's a pleasure to meet you, again.
This is...
Inside your dream, I was able to enter it because we're close, physically, I mean. Then again, since I've taken it over, I guess this is my dream now.
Who are you?
Why don't you call me Bedman? Your mother has asked me to run a few errands.
Mother? No one told me anything.
Of course not. I'm what you might call your superior. I'm overseeing this entire operation, so naturally I know everything, even how it ends.
Mother would never trust one of them.
Oh, I'm special.
You can't be. Redundancies are just redundant.
You don't exactly have an open mind, do you? If you ask me, you're a lot closer to being redundant than I'll ever be. I suppose that doesn't really matter now, though. In the end, you were just a tool in the operation and ultimately disposable.
Yes, I am a tool. Mother only loves useful tools.
Love? That doesn't sound like the right word for you.
I know, but Mother doesn't need anyone who won't do what they're supposed to do.
Then let me ask, why didn't you self-destruct? Judging from what I've seen here, you undoubtedly had ample opportunities. Your role is finished, isn't it?
Elle is restricting my powers.
Elle? Oh, right, your little sister. Interesting, so you can restrict each other's power. Goodness, that's convenient and annoying.
You know about Elle. Does that mean you're really one of Mother's allies?
Now you've put me in a tough spot. I'm here because you need to be, taken care of.
Is that Mother's desire?
It is. You know what the Cradle is up to, and if that information falls into enemy hands, all my careful calculations will be worth approximately jack shit.
There's no need to worry. I won't talk. You can trust me.
Trust? I'm afraid you're using that one wrong, too. You see, trust is something friends have for each other.
Friends?
Yes, you see, in a group of friends, every person is unique, like me. You, on the other hand, are just a copy of something else, a tool. There's nothing to set you apart.
So I need something to set me apart. Tools only need perform their function at the correct time. Mother said so.
Perhaps your comprehensive faculties are a little underdeveloped.
I'm not unique? Is it impossible to be unique without emotions?
What the hell am I doing? Never mind, I apologize, but this conversation is over. This is Mother's will, remember that.
All right then. Take care of me. But I have one last request.
What is it?
Can I take the dog with me?
You... What the hell happened to you here? Now you really are just like a human. You have emotions. How did this... How can you ask me to kill this little girl? Someone's coming. Time for me to hide.
I'm back. What? Oh, were you asleep? Sorry about that.
Sin,
Yeah?
why do you keep coming here?
Come on, don't make me repeat myself. To make you laugh, obviously.
Why? Making me laugh will not benefit you.
It's not really about benefits, just like I want to see you laugh.
I'm a tool. I only have value when I carry out the tasks I was assigned. That's why I can't understand these feelings that drive you to take apparently meaningless actions. If they benefit no one, why do them?
Wow, that's a pretty deep question. Are you asking me to explain every action I take?
I need to know what the right thing to do is. If I don't know that, then I can't take the correct action, and taking an incorrect action is pointless.
Oh, come on. What does right even mean anyway? Let's say Kai and the old man think something tastes bad, but I like it. Does that make me wrong? In a way, everybody's right, see? They're right that it tastes bad, and I'm right that it tastes good.
I don't understand your example.
How do I say this? Oh, got it! Do you believe in God?
God? I acknowledge the concept exists and people find value in it, but without further evidence, I can't authoritatively state.
No, I'm asking how you feel about it. Remember when you ate that hamburger? You had an opinion on it. Your opinion. Like that.
I don't know.
You're impossible. All right, let's try something else. Look out that window. This is the real reason I'm here. Doesn't that look pretty?
I don't know.
I think you just don't have the words to describe how you feel. See, I think it's super pretty. To me, that's enough. The way I feel, the way this looks, I don't want somebody trying to explain that to me with big words or fancy ideas. I just like the explanation, this sky looks beautiful because God made it that way. So, to me, that would be a good reason for God to exist. Do you think that's the right answer?
That's just what you want. It doesn't make anything real.
Maybe, but I don't think everything needs to be black and white. You don't need to shove yourself into a corner and tell yourself you have to be something.
But if I don't, I won't be a good tool.
You're wrong, Ramlethal. You're not a tool.
Wrong.
Bastard! When did you...
Wait. Bedman's only here for me. I asked if I could take the dog with me. That's why he killed it. He won't hurt you.
What are you talking about? Stay back! What?
I'm sorry about the dog, but I thought this would be the easiest way for her to understand. I see you're beginning to develop emotions, so I'm going to teach you the meaning of replacement.
What?
There are 682 known dog or Canis lupus familiaris breeds, and in Illyria alone there are over 31 million dogs. We could create a mage hound exactly like this one. It is, in other words, replaceable.
No. No, this isn't it. Why? It's the same dog, but something's different.
Exactly, this is a replacement. You liked the last dog, but not this one, you see?
Everything is unique. Am I unique too?
Ram!
Explain why you failed to dispose of Ramlethal.
How about you explain to me what the hell you were thinking? You know I won't lay a finger on a young woman. Why did you give them emotions? This is horribly miscast. It's all your fault. Or if this is your not-so-subtle way of telling me I'm no longer needed, fine. Enjoy the rest of this show on your own.
Very well. I admit I was wrong. Now please, calm down. I need you to create our absolute world.
I apologize for my outburst.
Considering how the chips have fallen, however, we should prepare ourselves for an eventuality in which the Cradle's destination is discovered.
Yes.
Do you have any way to halt their progress?
I haven't been doing this for fun, you know. I'll make sure that the absolute world comes to be, even if it costs me my life.
Good. Carry on, then.